Hello, hello everyone. It is Sunday. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Alecia Lott. This is the place for you if you like to have a journaling routine that is messy and minimalist and low budget. And if you just like to vibe and just talk about journaling and get into your feelings and stuff and plan for your coming week, this is the place for you. I'm so happy you're here. Yes, it is November 16th, and we are going to get ourselves just pumped up and excited about, well, we're going to get ourselves mentally prepared for the coming week. How about we say that? So, yes, what I'm going to do in this 2 hour session is first, I'm going to take you through some journaling prompts. I'm looking for my notebook, some journaling prompts, and we will start to kind of get our minds like clicked in place like puzzle pieces and get everything out of our brains and onto paper where it will do, I don't want to say the most good, but it will be more beneficial for you to have it out instead of swirling around up here. So that's what we're going to do in the first half. Second half, I am going to set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal that last week's looked so empty, and I'll explain why. And then we will, and while I'm doing that, I will also give you some journaling prompts. My loose theme of the week is patience. So yes, I have just some little prompts about patience and just thinking about where you are in life and how you can maybe forgive yourself or be a little more patient toward yourself in this phase wherever you are in your life. All right, so anyway, let me look at some chat stuff here. I got my people here. All right, well, who do we have? All right, we have a beautiful butterfly. Good morning. Good morning. All right. We are ready. Yes, good morning to you. Hello. All right, we've got Miss Ellen Cass. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Yes, we are here. We're going to survive this week. We survived last week. It's all about survival. Yes, very good. It's good to see you. And yes, say hello to each other in the chat if see, we're making friends. We're just hanging out. We're chilling. We're vibing. So, yes. All right. I am in a very I would say the background behind me is very stark, very plain. I'm in my mom's apartment right now in Cincinnati. So last week I was house sitting, and I'm done with that. So now I'm back. So yes, I just wanted to let you know where I was and why this is all just very the minimalist behind me. So yes, okay. What am I going to do right now? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get to some of our pre-journaling things. I want to remind you that Sundays, one thing that I've been doing at my job, just in our little Slack chats, is on Fridays I'll say like, "Hey, have a good weekend." Titans of tickets or whatever, because I'm in customer support, so we do a lot of like support tickets and things like that. So I'll say like titans of tickets, captains of care, stupid stuff like that. So I wanted to extend that to you guys. You guys are warriors of the week. Okay, this is your chance to just take your week and make it your own. So I wanted to applaud you and just give you some flowers for having made it through the week and also going into the next week and being prepared and being ready. So, and then I wanted to ask you guys, there we go. So, yes, as I like to do every week, tell me with your emojis, you don't even have to use your words. Tell me how your week went. All right. So if Miss Ellen Cass, she's very nice. She always has the sunflowers. I love it. So yes, let us know how you're feeling. We want to, just release some of it. You don't have to tell us all your business, but definitely leave us an emoji and let us know how you're feeling in this at the end of this week going into the coming week. So yeah, we like to know, and I like to translate and kind of try to analyze what the emojis say. All right, who else do we all right, so Miss Budgeting Mama, hello. All right, it's good to see you. Yes, good morning, everyone. I love it, I love it. So yes, we are gonna get through this morning and this week. All right. Okay, so beautiful butterfly has a. This is one of my favorite emojis too. It's like yes, it's gonna be amazing. Like it's just so optimistic. It's a very optimistic looking emoji to me. So yes. All right. So I like that very much. I think that that speaks well as to how your week went. I love it. So all right, thank you very much for sharing that. And all right, yes, I see we're saying hi in the chat. I love it. Yes, people, we're doing it. We're just just trying to get through this week. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, very good. Okay. Yes. The hearts. I love it. Miss Alecia. So feeling love toward other people, maybe toward yourself as well, I hope. So that is beautiful. All right. I love the heart emojis always, and the purple ones. Yes. Just it's very neutral. It's like, okay, it could be romantic love, it could be, just friendly love, what I want to say, platonic love. So yes, I love the purple. All right. Okay, guys. Yes. Good morning. All right. So we're gonna get started here. Yeah. Got my crew. I'm so happy you guys are here. So yes, we're gonna get started on our journaling journey. So one thing, yes, that I wanted to kind of start out with this week is to remind you guys to breathe. And that is going to help you with your journaling process, help with the concentration, get the blood going to your brain, all of that. So, I'm not going to, let's do some deep breaths. Let's do just a couple of deep breaths. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. So just think of, as you do it, just think of last week as, just kind of floating in the wind. If it was a good week for you, hold on to those memories of that. If it wasn't a good week, that's okay. It's gone, it's over. Yeah, so we're going to just let it go into the wind. All right. Make sure, we want to keep this as low distraction as possible for us. So luckily for me, my phone is up here. I use it as my camera, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But for you, if you have something that is beeping or distracting, or maybe you got the TV on, or maybe you got like a radio or something, or dogs in the background, I don't know. If you can, try to eliminate those distractions as much as possible. So, take this time for yourself and make it as calm and relaxing as you can. Another one for me is that I need to remember to lower my shoulders, because my shoulders are always up here like this. And I think with my job too, I spend a lot of time, I'm just always typing, I'm always on my laptop, whether it's my work laptop or my personal one. And so the shoulders just naturally want to go up like this, and then I remind myself to put them back down. So yes, if you struggle with that too, this is your reminder. Hey, just keep your shoulders down, let's be loose, let's be relaxed. All right. So yeah, that'll help us, just start to get in a good frame of mind. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let me look at what's going on here. Ah, all right. Very good. Okay, we got Misha. Hello, Misha. Yes. Welcome. Good morning. Yes. Keep your shoulders down. All right. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. And yes, hello to everyone. Say hello to each other. I love it. All right. Yes, we just want to make this a good, just positive, supportive place and make it so that we can relax and get through our journaling time. All right. So now what I want to do, and I have my cheapy cheap notebook here. I love this guy. I have like 2 or 3 blank ones of these, like just ready. So what we're gonna do now is find maybe some larger sheets of paper if you don't have a spiral notebook like this. What's stuff on the back? No. Or, use your journal if you feel. See, for me, it helps to have a larger space and something that I don't feel as uncomfortable messing it up, maybe, and I can write more freely. So whatever space that is for you, where you feel like you can just write, and it doesn't matter about spelling errors or scribbles or, if you misspell, I don't know, just whatever. If you get the wrong words, if you don't have complete sentences, all of that, you have that messy space to be able to write, because that's what we want right now. So go ahead and get there, and I'm going to give us 10 minutes to, I want you to do a brain dump. And let me get to my correct page here. So we're going to just dump everything out of our brains that we need to do this week. Oh, I need to drop my books off at the library. I need to call my friend because we need to set up a time to have dinner. I need to pick up, I don't know. It's always like picking something up, or I need to pay this bill that I've been thinking about. Whatever it is, write it down, whatever you need to do this week. And I'm going to give us 10 minutes. Yes. All right. So this week I turned the chime off for this timer. So hopefully I actually remember to look up. We'll see. All right, you guys. So I'm going to give us 10 minutes. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit too. And there we go. We have a minute and 30 seconds. About 10 minutes left. Quickly. Okay, that was our time. That was our 10 minutes of getting everything out. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Getting everything out on paper that you intend to do this week. So when I actually do it, and I actually transfer the things into my to-do list in my bullet journal, it helps me immensely. Last week I didn't do so great, but usually when I do that, it is really helpful. So I hope it helped you. I hope it gave you a little bit more just clarity, and started to maybe make things a little more linear and organized in your mind, or not. I don't know. I'll just keep going like this with my hands. Okay. All right, y'all. So now we're going to, wait, where is, there we go. So now I have some journaling prompts for you. Wait, I feel like I skipped a slide. No, I didn't. Okay. So now we want to take the same paper, and we are going to just answer these questions. Give ourselves a pat on the back if there was, if you feel proud, which you should every week, I feel. So I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions and give us an answer. Give yourself an answer in your journal. So first question is, what progress did I make on my goals last week, or toward my goals? I want to change that. Prepositions. And our second one is, what blocked my progress last week? So we need to figure out what those things are and avoid them in the future, right? Or try to, anyway. And then our number 3 is going to be, who do I need help from to complete my tasks this week? So I know one thing I'm going to be doing, this past week was kind of a transitional week for me, because obviously, now I'm in a new place. I had to fly, and just there were some health issues going on. So yes, I want to get back on track with my routines, like my morning routines and stuff. So yeah, I think I am going to enlist the help of probably some body doubling and focus mate and all of that. So that is my number 1 thing that I want to do, to make sure that I complete my other tasks. So, what are those things for you, and who do you need help from? All right, I want you to think about that. I'm going to give you some time. Give you about 5 minutes. Yes. All right, and in the chat, if you feel so inclined, if there is something that blocked you, or that would really help you, that you think would help the rest of us as well. We want to hear about it. So feel free to leave us, just a quick little something in the chat if you feel so inclined. I would love to hear it. All right, I'm going to give you another 5 minutes. Get my timer here, my silent timer. I'm so happy. All right. Here we go. 5 minutes. And let's think about this stuff. All right. Yeah. Okay, we have 47 seconds. really good, you guys. I just can tell that things are happening. The gears are turning. What I would say, like the blender is slowing down, and things are actually like coming together. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that those questions, as always, are helpful. We'll just keep moving on here. But yeah, I hope that even if there was a small progress, I hope there was something that you can look back on for last week and say, okay, at least, maybe I started a new project. Maybe I, talked to someone I hadn't spoken to in a long time and then they gave me some good advice, something like that. So I hope that I'm sure there was something for you, even if the whole week just felt like a complete shit show. So yeah, I hope it was all right. Okay, so let me move on here. Yes, wait, what? What's going on with? Okay, I don't know. I'm having issues with my slides today, or thinking. I think in my mind, I think they're in different places than they are. So, all right. Our next thing is by Friday evening, I will have done. I changed these. But I put these in brackets because you are free to make them whatever you would like. But I want you to think of three things you will have done by the end of your work week. So I will have done one nice thing for my body, for example, one learning activity for my brain, and one nice thing for my mental health. Yes. So I want you to think about that. I'm going to give you 3 minutes, and I have to roll my R's when I say that, to think about what you would like. You're sitting there. I always have this image of like sitting there with a margarita, and you're just thinking back on the week and how it went. So yes, what are those three things? And I see that Ellen Kaz here. All right, we've got yes. I am right there with you, friend. I definitely I have some self-destructiveness sometimes, and I just, I get in my own way about a lot of things. So I'm right there with you, friend. So yeah, we cause our own blocks, and so I think that's the first step in stopping to do stop. What do I want to say? Not doing that anymore. Is that you realize that, and hey, sometimes I am just my own worst enemy, and I need to stop doing whatever it is that I'm doing to block my happiness. Yeah, I'm right there with you, little friend. All right, so we're working on that though. That's the main thing. Okay, so all right, y'all. Let me give you 3 minutes. So we're gonna think about how we want this week to shape up. How beautiful we want it to be. All right. Did we run out of time? I didn't even see what happened. All right. I was doing so well. Okay, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys my three things because I didn't even. I thought I had three things last week, but I didn't even put them in my journal or think about them after last Sunday. So I would like that not to happen this week. So um, for me, by Friday evening, I will have finished 5 hours of courses and started on, and I put in really tiny letters, started on my portfolio. So basically, over the past couple months, I've been like cycling through all these different courses because I do want to make like a career transition of some kind. I don't want to be in customer service or any kind of customer facing thing forever. But I do realize some things about myself as well, like whatever it is probably going to be a quote unquote lazy girl job in the sense that I'm not interested in climbing any sort of corporate ladders. I just want to be in a higher position than I am right now. So I know that whatever I do is probably going to be something mildly creative in which I will need some kind of portfolio. So I want to at least, even though I don't know exactly what it is that I'll be doing, I know that, I can at least show, okay, I can write, I can do, show what I can do. So that's what so I've been doing a lot of like taking courses but not actually doing anything. So I want to at least take like a baby step toward that. So that's number one. Number two is so I guess this will be a nice thing for my body. I want to skate. I want to go outside and roller skate while the weather is kind of nice. It was 70 some degrees here in Cincinnati, which for mid-November it felt so odd. But I didn't go skating, and now it's like 50. So I'm pissed. And then number three is going to be spend some time journaling outside. So that'll be for my mental health. So I got a learning thing, I got body thing, I got mental health thing. So all right, you guys are going to have to hold me to these things. And I hope, and yes, feel free in the chat too if you need some accountability to just, go ahead and declare what it is that you plan to do for this week. And, then next week we'll be like, we can check in with each other. So, all right. So those are my three. All right, we're going to move on now. And let's see. All right, so our next question is going to be, I don't need a whole 5 minutes for this though. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to decide how I'm going to congratulate myself after I complete all of these tasks. So I have reward. Last week it was, how will I reward myself? And for me, I always think of food or something. So I want to think of like ways I can mentally like fortify and make myself feel good after doing those things versus like eating a pizza. All right, so 3 minutes to decide that. 7, 6, 5 seconds left. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you thought of something fabulous, something really good to congratulate yourself after you finish your 3 tasks for the week. I think that's important to just take a tiny step toward, just making yourself feel better and just acknowledging yourself. And it's okay to do that. I think a lot of people, they just want to keep working and not stop and say, hey, I'm doing all right. Yeah. So I want to just always remind you to do that if you are working towards something. So just stop and remember, like, hey, look how far you've come already. All right. And now, hey, you guys, I'm gonna give you some more training prompts. Okay. Yes. All right. So now these 3, I want you to think about what small steps can I take tomorrow or today to get started toward those 3 things. So those are like your North Star for the week. All right, those 3 things that you will, in theory, have done by Friday or by the end of your work week. So what small steps can I take tomorrow or as soon as possible to get started? And then number 7 is going to be what events, appointments. I just throw this in. I feel like this question doesn't even go with the rest of them. Maybe I should get rid of it. I don't know. What events, appointments, or trips do I have planned this week? And how can I prepare for them? So what is going to mess up your schedule this week? When do you, I work from home, when do you actually have to put on real pants and go outside? Like, and put on makeup and, do something with your hair. What are those things that are different from the other things that you have to prepare for? All right, so think about that, and how can you prepare for them? Yes, do you need to iron your clothes? Do you? I don't know what. I just know myself. I know that this. Yes, I struggle with this sometimes. Do you need to, get your bus fare ready if you take public transportation? You need to wash something. Do you need to pack a lunch? Do you need a protein bar in your purse? So how can you prepare for those things? And then number 8, what is something scary I want to try? Yeah, I can't think of anything personally, but I will think of something in the next 5 minutes. But yes, what is something that maybe you've been putting off that you can try out? Then it could be something small. Maybe it's a new food. So we're gonna think about that for 5 minutes, and share with me in the chat if you would like. No pressure, but I love to just think about all these different things, and we're just sharing ideas. All right, 5 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna turn the music back up. Lo-fi, lo-fi. Right. Focus. 40 seconds left of our thinking of something scary you want to try this week, or events, or what you can do tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, in the good vibes. Alright. How are we feeling now? Do you feel as though all of the thoughts that you had swirling around, that they're all starting to, feel a little lighter, maybe? Or do you feel that maybe, yeah, you have a little bit more confidence going into the coming week? I hope so. I hope that is, I always want the best for you for the coming week. So I hope that you feel that way. All right, you guys, we're moving right along. I want to turn this music down just slightly. Okay, cool. And I'll turn it back up. All right. Now we are all right, you guys. We've got how are we doing on time? Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes until the hour, and then these are the last three. Okay, so we're good. All right, so now I want to ask you, yes, what is my plan for those high focus or boring tasks? And also, yeah, think about what times of day are better for you as far as focus. For me, it is always morning, even though I don't consider myself to be a morning person, but I've morphed into that just because I know there are fewer distractions in the morning. It's really just avoiding distraction. So yeah, I've had to just make do in the morning. So yes, what is my plan for those high focus avoiding tasks? When will you do those? How will you be able to accomplish those? What? How do you need to change your environment in order to uh, put yourself in the best position to accomplish those things? And how can I make sure that they're good? Yes. All right. Number 9 is what is one thing I've been avoiding that I can take a small step toward this week? And number 10 is what is making me feel overwhelmed that I can avoid this week? All right. And before I go on with that, I forgot that I was supposed to ask you guys, what is your scary thing that you're gonna do this week? So yes. All right. Let's Oh, that's so good. Okay. Yay. I'm glad, Ellen, because yeah, I know it's like, do I feel like they usually work okay for me. I have my off weeks. But yeah, so I'm glad to hear feedback on that. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, let us know. If or you can, shout it from the rooftops. What is the scary thing that you're gonna do this week? Um, so my scary thing is I'm gonna make a video about something that's not a live stream. I just want to make a new video. That's all. And I've been very much in my head. I think about making new videos, and that's why I haven't done it in like weeks and probably a couple months now. And speaking of that too, if you go to my channel page, there is a poll that I'm doing just to find out, just get different video ideas about what I want to do. But I don't want to put myself in the weeds with that either because I'll be like, oh, well, what should I do? I'm overwhelmed. So if you feel like contributing to that poll and if you have any things that you would like to see me do a video about, but that is my scary thing that I want to at least start on this week. So yes, let me know yours if you'd like. But yes, all right, we are going to move on to these last three of the planning prompts, and then we will take a little break, and then we'll be back. All right, so 5 minutes starting. No, okay. Okay. I'm writing a lot. So many times I don't have much to say. This week I have to say. All right, we have about 40 seconds. Yes, we did it. We're moving along. We're doing stuff. All right, so very good. Yeah, we got through our journaling planning questions. Um, I hope this is giving you some clarity. All right, we're gonna move on here. So this is our break time. So we've done a lot of things here right now. So I want you to take just a moment, 10 minutes, and just get back together. Get back. Oh, what am I saying? Get yourself together. 10 minutes. Get up, stretch your legs, get a snacky, get a drinky, uh, get some water. You know, maybe just stretch a little bit. I'm going to do some camera stuff, setting up, and get my bullet journal over here and get all my markers and all this stuff for that. So yes, if you're working on bullet journaling or setting up your planner and stuff as well, yeah, make sure you have all your tools and all your markers and pens and things ready to go. And I will see you in 10 minutes. If you feel so inclined, leave us just say hi in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what's going on, and we will continue our second half of our live stream. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. All right. See you in 10 minutes. I'm losing it. Ah. back from our 10-minute break. Yes, I hope you got a chance to just, if you needed to like run around the room for a minute or, just do some jumping jacks. I hope, you had some time to get the yayas out, as my friend and I say. Just, a chance to kind of center your energy and feel calm or, whatever you needed. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway, hi, we're back. So our 10-minute break has passed. Thank you all for being here. Still, you're still here with me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my bullet journal weekly spread, and here I will show you what I'm working with from the last week. Oh, it's very blank. And I'm going to set up a new weekly spread. Clean slate. We're washing it all away. And if you are working on your weekly spread as well, we are kindred spirits. You can join me in that. Cool. If not, that's okay. We're still journaling. I'm going to give you some prompts to work on, kind of related to patience. I try to have a theme, but not always. So, yes. But before I begin, I just wanted to kind of show you guys last week's journal. It didn't go so well. This was definitely an off week, but as I mentioned a little while ago, I was traveling. So basically, Monday. So Sunday I was in California. As you can see here, I put as my self-care task to sit by the pool, which is not something I have much of an opportunity to do here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I figured, I'm staying in a house with a pool. I'm going to take advantage. But that I have sickle cell. So I have sickle cell disease, and basically, not to make it a whole thing, but it causes your blood vessels to be blocked under certain conditions, and putting your feet in cold water for probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours, reading a book, chilling, is not good. So I didn't feel any sort of pain right away, but towards Sunday night, I started to feel pain. And so Monday was just torture for me. And then Monday, I had the whole day off work, and I was trying to like clean the house that I was staying in, to leave this house in. So it was not good. And then, I came home on Tuesday morning. I took a red-eye flight too. So it was Monday night, and I took a red-eye to Charlotte. Sat in a rocking chair in Charlotte Airport. Their airport is very famous for having these wooden rocking chairs, and you can just sit. And I almost fell asleep. Missed my second flight, but I didn't. And then I got home around noon on Tuesday, and then I had to work. So I had a half day of work. And then Wednesday and Thursday were just me just like laying around. My ankle was still, so basically it was my ankles that were hurting. And they were still hurting when I was limping around. And then I found, so this whole week, which is not so great. And then I didn't even fill in this side over here. It was just a mess. So that's okay. So I wanted to show you guys this though, just so you know, like, it's okay to have, well, of course it's okay, but everyone has an off week, and the best thing to do is just acknowledge and move on. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. So yeah, and then I want to show you my California stickers. I'm so happy about it. Cool. But yes, I'm going to start a new weekly spread. I feel good. I feel physically healthy. I feel productive, and we're gonna have a good week. So I'm gonna do that. And what's going on, chat? What's happening? See, oh my gosh. What's up? What? Hola, Néstor. Buenos días. Sí, me da gusto que estás aquí. Sí, espero que todo esté bien. Todo era bien en tu semana pasada. Pero seguimos en la semana nueva. Okay. Hola. Sí. And then I have to switch. It's so hard for me. All right, and then hi, Evan. Oh my gosh, yes, allergies are killing me right now. I don't know what it is. Just the I don't know. I just don't have difference in it. Yeah, the allergies are awful. Yeah, but we're gonna get through it. It's like it just cycles throughout the year, and then some days it's good and some days it's not. But that's okay. We're gonna make it. Yeah. All right. And thank you so much. I think I lost my train of thought. Now my mind is like cycling. All right. Well, thank you, Ellen. Yeah. Oh, that is awful. Oh, see the cold, the pools, and it's so tempting too, because it's just right there and it's so shimmery and pretty, and you just want to like be in it, and then, ugh. So I'm sorry. No, I hate to hear that for you, and I hope that the pools, you have more willpower than I do about the pools. All right. Okay, you guys. Yes, but I hope everyone is feeling good. We're gonna, we're gonna march forward into this new week. I'm happy to be home because I got all of my markers and stuff. I didn't have to. I'm not limited to just what I took with me on my trip. I have everything, and yeah, so I'm gonna work on this. And I'm gonna get started here, and I will give you some journaling prompts. All right, but I'm saying a lot. Okay. All right. Before we get into the journaling prompts, do we need 5 minutes for this though? I'm gonna change this to 3 minutes because I'm spontaneous like that. And I want you to take one of your highlighters, if you have a highlighter, or underline if you don't have a highlighter, no judgment. And I want you to take, if you were with us in the first half, take your journal, your notebook that you were scribbling in, and take it and highlight things that are new and that what am I even saying anymore, that jumps out at you that you want to add to your journal. All right. So I'm going to give you, we don't need five. All right, I'm gonna. Sometimes we need five, but today we don't need five. Do we need five? We don't need five. We're gonna take 3 minutes to highlight things that you are later going to add to your planner and be so organized. We have 5 seconds left. People, guys, yes. All right. A very good job. I feel that magical things are happening right now. Okay. So very good. All right. Now we are going to move on. And my loose theme of the week, as far as our journaling prompts, is patience. Little sister. So, yes, just having patience in life. Uh, and the reason I thought of this is you know, I feel as though there are sometimes things in life that I want to just have start right away without putting in the steps to make it start, or just feeling that I should be in a certain place in life, and even though it's like kind of magical thinking, like I didn't earn that spot or that status or whatever yet. So just having patience and putting in the steps and putting in the work, and or even just little things like when you're driving or when you're in line at the grocery store, things like that. So, all of those things. All right. So, while I'm working on my weekly spread, I want you to think about first journaling prompt is where does your impatience come from? So, that is kind of we want to get to the root of it, and I want you to think about the last time that you felt impatient and what were your thoughts. So that's kind of two prompts, but kind of, what I'm saying. So, all right, just think about that. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay. And, I don't know if you are a generally patient or impatient person. Well, I think I'm becoming more patient as I get older, but it's definitely a skill that I've had to cultivate. So, all right. So, yeah, think about that for you. If you're an impatient person, where does that come from? you got 22 seconds. Oop. Alright. Yes. Okay. So that was our time with that journaling prompt. And yeah, I think it helps to think about what is the trigger for you? What triggers the feelings of impatience? So I hope that was helpful. All right, as we think about becoming more patient, more focused individuals, or not, I don't know. So, all right, our next prompt is so these are just examples, of things you might be thinking, and things I have thought many times in my life. I should be able to learn this. I can't see, actually, you can't see that top part. I should be able to learn this. I should be further along in my career. We, whoever that is, romantic partner, friend, we should have a better relationship. And what are three shoulds in your life that make you feel impatient? And you're just constantly looking at the clock and wondering, like, why is this not happening right now? So what are those three things for you? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ponder that. So yes, and I should have written, go ahead and write those three things down, and then also, your thoughts on that, and what makes you feel so impatient about those things. So, yeah. Once you write it down, then it disappears, right? Um, that's what I like to think. Okay, so I'm making some progress here with my bullet journal. I'm so hyped because this bright orange is never a color that I would take with me on a trip and have to use for the duration of that trip. So I'm like, yay, bright orange. I hate orange actually, but I was just hyped. I was just like, yes, I must use this. So yes, I'm just playing over here with all of my markers. I only use Sharpie and I use these midliner highlighters. That's really all I use. But just to have a big pile of all of these things makes me so happy. And so it's probably going to take me longer to do my weekly spread this week because of that. All right. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ponder the shoulds. All right, we got 27 seconds. All right, very good. Yay. Okay, what do we have going on in our chat here? Yes. Okay, Ellen. Yes, I love it. I love to see it. All the colors. All the colors. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now just to have all of this array of colors. I always say I'm very minimalist with what I do in my journal, but just when I have all the options in front of me, I'm just so happy. Um, so yeah. Sorry, sorry. Oh, okay. What kind of markers do you use, Ellen? What are your what brands do you like, or if you want to say, or what colors are your favorites? I likes to know. And while you tell us that, oh yes, I love all the hearts. So while you tell us that, here I will go on to our next prompts here. Okay, so all right. So whenever I want to have, you know, maybe build a new mindset for myself or cultivate like a good quality about myself, yeah, it does help to think of someone who is already like that. So yeah, think of the most patient person you know, and what would they say to you to make you feel less antsy, less like, this has to happen right now, and I have to have all this stuff right in front of me right now. Who is that person for you? And that may be, that may be someone you know personally, or that may be Michelle Obama or someone. She's kind of. She's kind of who I say for a lot of different qualities. It's like, oh well, be like that. Be like Michelle Obama. So yeah, who is that for you? All right, so we're gonna think about that person. I want you to fully visualize that person in your mind, and think about what they would say to you as you're spiraling with your impatience in this situation. All right, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to think about that, and I'm gonna just be over here with my markers and my colors. Living life. Okay, we have 45 seconds. Oh, yes. Um, I was trying to stay quiet. I see Ellen is just, yes, bringing all the colors. She's got the Sharpies. She's got the Crayola mark. Oh man, I used to have Crayola markers, and I don't know why. I was like, oh, then I got rid of them for some reason, and now I miss them so much. Um, and mild liners. I call these mid liners. For some reason, that L does not stick in my brain. So yes, they are mild liners and combo brush markers. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I want all of those things. I love markers. I love them. I try to like be, all minimalist and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, I like just having options, even if I don't use them all. So, yes. Uh, but if you were journaling, I hope that journaling prompt, helps you visualize the patient person in your life. Um, I have a few who, well, I consider myself to be a generally impatient person, so probably I am the least patient person I know. Uh, well, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I can think of a few people. So I hope that was helpful for you. All right, y'all. Okay. So this is what do I want to say? A repurposed prompt from last week. This is, what is something in your life that is simmering on the back burner of your stove of your life? You got the things in the front, everything's frying up and everything's like really at a high heat in the front. And in the back, you got your soup, you got your broth, you got, I don't know, you got chili or something that is in the back that doesn't need to be really looked at. It's just kind of there. And, but it's still cooking. It's just simmering. Anyway, you got it. So, how do you remain calm and patient as you wait for it to be ready? That is my new take on this prompt. And how can you bring that energy to other areas of your life? So, yeah, I'm sure there's something in your life that you're just like, I can't really focus all of my attention on that thing right now. But I can still make small steps toward it, but I can't really just like focus on it. So what is that for you, and how can you? Because that requires patience to be able to do that. So how can you be patient with other areas of your life? What I'm saying. All right. Let me give you 5 to think about that. Yeah. Okay, we have 30 seconds. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good, you guys. We have one more set of journaling prompt. Well, technically two, but um, we have one more new journaling prompt, let's say, that I don't do every week. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on with that. But I hope, you thought about what do you have simmering, and what are some other things that are simmering that you really didn't intend to have simmering, but they're there and you're just gonna deal with it. All right, so now I want you to imagine that thing. You know what that is that you're so impatient about happened or appeared right now. And how would you feel about that? And would it actually be worth it? Would it be worth all the drama maybe that you're creating because of this thing? I want you to answer that for yourself. Nobody else can answer that for you. All right, so I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes, and then I will be putting the finishing touches on my weekly spread, and I will give you your time back. right, we have a minute and 30 seconds. Okay, okay, so that was our last official set of journaling prompts. I wanted to maybe put things in a different perspective as far as like, yeah, if you actually had the thing that you're just like dying and wishing for, how would you feel? And would you know maybe it's not worth all of the anxiety you're giving yourself. And I speak from experience. So, yes, all right. Now, this is my last journaling prompt that I love to do because, yeah, it can mean so many different things, and it always brings me a lot of clarity, which is what do you want? What do you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want to eat for dinner? What do you want in your uh, Netflix wish list? What do you want to wear tomorrow? Things like that. So yes, whatever that question is to you, I encourage you to think about that. I'm going to give you some time to think about that. I know we're already over on our time, our 2 hours, and I thank you all for hanging with me for 2+ hours. So this is always good. But yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to work on that. This is just a brain dump of us just thinking about what we want for 5 minutes, and then we will be done. Okay. All right. And meanwhile, I am still kind of just putting some finishing touches on my weekly spread and feeling good about that. All right. Yeah. Okay, we have 1 minute and 2 seconds. Yay! Very good. All right. That was our 5 minutes for that. Thinking about what you want. What do you want? All right. So I hope maybe that uncovered something for you. Just having 5 minutes to just like dump it all out onto the page. Maybe you decided you had a whole epiphany. Wouldn't that be amazing if you just had an epiphany in the last 5 minutes? I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I will take all the credit for it. All right. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you have spent this time with me this Sunday. As always, I'm going to show you what I have been scribbling on and working on over here. This is my weekly spread. So here I'm going to. Oh, the music just decided to do some things. Okay. There we go. Just when in doubt, turn it off. So now I will share with you my intention of the week. All right. I intend to always remember that many good things do not come quickly or easily. They come with patience and effort. I will keep my eye off the clock and ignore the shoulds and follow my path. Hmm. Hmm. All right. And then, so what else did we do here? I wrote down my Friday things that I intend to have accomplished. And then I wrote that I'm going to post things on my socials. I say that like I have so many socials. I have YouTube and I have Facebook sometimes and then Instagram. But yeah, I'll post things. And all right, our quote of the week is: "It is strange that the years teach us." Can you see? And I'm sorry, I'm like blocking my face. It is strange that the years teach us patience, that the shorter our time, the greater our capacity for waiting. And that is by Elizabeth Taylor, the actress. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right. Today I'm going to my self-care thing that I do every Sunday. That's why I leave Sunday blank. It's supposed to be self-care day. I'm going to either go roller skating, depending on the weather, or there is a donut shop that is very close to me and it looks interesting. So it's going to be either stuffing my face or exercising, or maybe both, you know. Uh, and yeah, and then I'm just going to fill in my to-dos on this side here, and this side is for appointments and things that are need to be done at a certain time. So that's it, y'all. That is it. I thank you all so much. Here, let's get this back. I appreciate you for being with me on this lovely Sunday. And as always, I thank you guys for your support. Any last words in the chat, y'all? Hey, I give you a chance to give some shout outs. I'm just so happy that you all joined me here. I'll give some shout outs. We got a beautiful butterfly. We got Miss Ellen. Yes, of course. Thank you. So happy to see you today. Yes, we've got Miss Budgeting Mama. Hello, hello. All right, yes, it's good to see you. We've got, wait, who else do we got? Misha. Did I even say hi to you? I don't even, if I didn't, I'm so sorry. Hi, Misha. Yes, it is good to see you. All right, and then we've got, We've got Nestor. Buenos dias. Sí, gracias por estar aquí. Yeah, I'm happy to see you, and it is good. And let's see. All right. Yeah, I believe I got everyone who is here. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, and I just wish you a beautiful, pleasant week. I hope that some of the things that you wrote down will get accomplished this week. If you don't get everything done, that's okay. You're still trying. You're still doing your thing. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna give you. Here, let's do this. I give you the upside down wave. Get that hair. Yay! Have a good week. All right. Happy Sunday to you.